Hello and welcome back, folks. It was a little bit of a delay on the game, but that just means this is going to be oh so more exciting. Coming here, hot at you. Illinois State University taking on Grand Canyon University. I am FBI Tugboat. I'm here with my man, Fiat Color. Fiat, how you doing?
I am doing pretty well. I've been waiting for this matchup for a little bit now, those technical difficulties. But Illinois, GCU, matchup in game one right here, trying to find something right now. Game one's always a bit more of a mental battle than anything else, of course.
I can agree with that.
But game one also has the ability to really set the motion in terms of how you want your team to be playing. And No Mansion off the bat going with the shot like he's listening to me over here. CG, great pass to the midfield. A little bit of a musty flake. Crappie, not the best 50. Mansion just able to capitalize.
Both Grand Canyon members not named Froppy had a solid option at that one, both flipping towards it, but a hard angle and a fast ball yields single point here. Illinois State University.
Now No Mansion up in the air, looking on the air dribble. You have Sith on the backboard. Might be a good pass, but it's going to be Froppy shutting that down immediately. CG now still in the corner, keeping up the pressure. A bit of a weird double commit coming out from Illinois. Should be fine, though. They're able to keep that on GCU's side. Great bang from Froppy right there. Super Big Steve not able to get that redirect, unfortunately. Might have been on net, but now Illinois State on the defensive end a little bit. GCU pinning on some pressure. Maybe a shot to the midfield. That's going to be an open net.
Okay.
Super Big Steve reading that perfectly. Bottom left.
Super Big Steve, gargantuan goal for the Grand Canyon University squad. Folks, it was last year, what am I talking about? Last week that I was talking about GCU, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me. My goodness, we were casting GCU, and I said Texas over and over and over again. Instead of confidence, people. Hated it. Hated it, of course. Grand Canyon University out of Arizona. Great state of Arizona. Great state of Arizona as well. Arizona is now in Pacific time, folks. Pacific time. Why am I bringing this up? No particular reason. This match was delayed. Not saying those two things are related. That fact and those two facts, excuse me, that one, Arizona is in Pacific Daylight Time, and second, that this match was delayed. Just two independent facts of each other, folks, okay?
I mean, like, look, down here in the Southwest, numbers are hard. You know, it's hard to keep track of all of them. There are like 3 of them. That's a lot. CG, though, putting up some numbers here, takes that lead back from GCU 2-1 in favor of Illinois right now. 3:14 left on the clock. Still a bit of a slower game. Both teams still trying to feel each other out. Now No Mansion hitting that to the backboard. No one's going to be ready for that. Almost a shot opportunity. Super Big Steve comes in flying right there. That's going to be a pinch slowly towards the net. Free bang for GCU. Sith taking that into his own corner, hitting that down low, and now back into the corner. It's going to be Nando. Nando looking to get that center, but it's going to be a bit too weak. Not able to get much. Hard clear to the left. Super Big Steve on the backboard, but it's cleared by Sith.
A bouncing ball. Froppy is going to be able to pick this one up. GCU has had some sustained pressure for quite a while. This is the first real time that ball traveled over towards the side of the GCU defensive half. Lived there for all of 3/4 of a second. Didn't even get his mail rerouted there. Another shot. That's going to be on point. No Mansion gets nothing more than a tipper onto this one. And Nando going to put up the second one here for GCU. 2 more facts coming at you, people. Illinois State University is coming into this matchup towards the top of their bracket, of their division, excuse me, at a 4-2 record. And another fact, Grand Canyon University is coming into this at 0-6. That is not how they're playing right now, though.
Definitely not. They're looking way more confident than they have, honestly, in the rest of their season. You know, you're seeing them up in the air. They're getting those passing plays. They're rotating confidently, and they're rotating concisely. That's one of the most important things. You don't want to be hesitating when you're moving from second to first or third to second, right? You just want to go. You just want to start, like, stop thinking and just go for the ball, hit it towards the net. Super Big Steve almost hitting that towards the net right there, but now a response from No Mansion. Flip reset, fake, maybe into a dunk, but it's going to be saved by Froppy. GCU still looking strong, still have the offensive pressure right here. Maybe around 1, that's going to be a bit too far left. 50 might pinch into the net. No Mansion able to catch that in the corner. Tie game still.
Game, we remain 100 seconds left in this matchup here, and Illinois State has done a better job of getting into the offense. Nice block as Super Big Steve immediately sprouts 11 feet tall on this one with the follow-up as well. This was a fantastic effort just simply getting to this ball, but there was a second effort required there. Oh, man! An offensive onslaught of pressure here from Illinois State University. That is, what, four shots, 3 really damn good shots in a row, and the pressure is just too much. GCU stands up for a while, but every tree can only take so many hurricanes. I don't know.
You know what? That was just a really good play, honestly. Just keeping up that pressure, throwing everything at the net right there, you know. Just keep trying to keep them on their side, make them waste that boost, you know, and just play to your strengths. And those strengths was definitely those fast rotations. And right now, Illinois State, even though they haven't really been, it's been more of a back and forth game in terms of who's on offense and defense. Illinois State has been able to convert more faster and more properly than GCU has so far. But now No Mansion trying to get the fourth goal for Illinois State, not able to put it. That's going to be a 50 Nando. Hit towards the middle of the field. It's going to be CG though on the possession. A hit over one. Now Sith up on the wall, trying to take a little bit of an air dribble here. Might be on the backboard. Might be a double close. CG still has an opportunity. Flip reset, but that's not going to do it. Just enough. Super Big Steve just going to carry this off his side.
Even with the reset right there, CG just had this at a bad angle. This was more horizontal than vertical, if you know what I mean, but it's ultimately going to end up not mattering. Sith, fourth shot attempted, second goal made in. Illinois State University purchasing the insurance goal a little bit late. This is exactly when they want to be doing this at about 18 seconds for GCU. It is really unlikely, but it's possible.
Definitely possible. 15 seconds left. You gotta need to get something right here. Maybe that Bang Froppy doesn't get a touch on that. Leaves it for Nando. Nando gets a bit of a possession, but CG hard clear. Not going to be able for GCU to capitalize upon that. It's just going to be a bit too fast. Illinois State take game one. See more of that kind of playstyle coming out from GCU.
Kinds of plays required for GCU to try and bring this one back. I'll remind you folks, I know the pre-show was a while ago. GCU is 0-6. They've only lost one of those games in a sweep, though. Every single game thus far, they have been able to take one, if not 2 games out of Maryville squad. Maryville, obviously, insanely goated within their own right. Every other one, though, has not been a bloodless victory for either side. An honest shot right there from CG, and that's going to be an awesome way to get this one started early.
This possession coming out there from Illinois. They're popping off right now a little bit. Nando's trying to pop off himself right there. Almost gets that air dribble. No Mansion able to make that save. GCU trying to put on some pressure, just making that ball move a bit fast, but a good clear coming out from Illinois. Going to send GCU just a bit back onto their side. Sith now keeping up the pressure. Double tap off the backboard. It's going to be No Mansion trying to get that rebound. Nando whiffs it. CG low shot. Going to be too far right. Froppy should be able to take this into his own corner. Gets it around Mansion. Now Sith keeping it back on the possession. Another double tap coming out from him. Froppy fake for Super Big Steve. Super Big Steve gets bumped though. And now GCU in a bit of a dire situation. A bit low boost right now. Out of position. CG just going to keep this ball on the side. Just playing around with them right now.
This is the time where a lot of people would talk about like Illinois State playing with their food, but there simply is no predator-prey dynamic here whatsoever. Illinois State is simply respecting GCU a lot more than they did in the first, and that's part of the reason why I'm unsurprised the first 90 seconds of this Rocket League game have gone scoreless, even with honest attempts on both sides. Speaking of attempts, here's GCU trying to set up something beautiful.
Ooh, a bit of a whip from Froppy. That should be fine, though, hypothetically. Super Big Steve. Hard clear. CG trying to get that shot. He gets the demo instead. Nando to do just enough to keep that outside of his box. Now Froppy on the major clear. Might have a bit of a possession here. Scythe passing to CG. Passing midfield to No Mansion. Might be a shot. Back to CG. Ooh, what a play. 3-man passing play. You love to see it in these games. Illinois respond in game 2.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It might have taken them 2 minutes and some change, but the Illinois State University squad strikes first, and they strike right to the heart of GCU. This was a 4-2 game in the first, relatively close. Last goal came at 18 seconds, so it is a game that spent the vast majority of its life at a 1-score differential, if at all. See how GCU is able to respond in the second half of this game, if they are whatsoever. I've said it before and I'll say it again, 0-1 regular score games, regular time, aka no OT, is my favorite Rocket League scoreline.
It's a pretty fun scoreline. You know, I'm a bit of a fan of the reverse sweeps. I know it's a bit cliche to say, but I love seeing teams come back from the most horrible situations when it comes to, you know, the reverse sweep always so hard. Hopefully GCU won't have to perform that today. CG, though, gonna keep this on the backboard. Maybe a double tap. Ooh, good save coming out from GCU. Now they have a bit of pressure here off the backboard. It's gonna be Froppy double tap. Oh, a little bit of an own goal right there. Unfortunate, but GCU able to take that one, tying it up right here.
Brutal. Froppy puts this perfectly, man. Perfectly. Like, yes, this is an own goal. Even if this Illinois State player hadn't have gotten that, this is a bouncing ball, like, right in front of goal without a whole lot of velocity going down, right? Like, this was a goal regardless, even if it was a technical own goal or GCU coming flying in, because literally lined up to tee off at this one. 1-1 we go. Again, do not paint me surprised that this is a tie game down bottom. That's GCU taking the lead, though.
Right there, just reading that open net. There was no defender back in the net. Mansion went for that upper pad, expecting the clear. Froppy just puts it in net, saying, nuh-uh, not getting cleared out today. 2-1 for GCU right now with 1:54 left on the clock. Hopefully, they're looking for that kickoff to go in their favor a little bit. Onto GCU's side, CG able to take a little bit of possession, but a 50 with Nando is going to put that right back up into the air. Now another hit coming out. Froppy trying to hit the corner, but it's no Mansion. With the response, clear out left side. Super Big Steve off the seal, and maybe a little bit special. Sith shutting that down immediately. Sees that's a bit of a dangerous play. Now wants to keep that clear out. Good from Mansion. CG now on the possession, but a 50 from Nando. Gonna stall that play out just a bit, and another save coming out. GCU looking solid right now.
Solid as a brick wall right now. Offense and defense have been doing everything here, and probably about 40 seconds or so, they're going to be reaching into, like, play a much more defensive-minded game, but that ain't here yet. Solid shot again from Nando. Nando just waking up in this game 2 of this best-of-5 series.
Trying to keep up that pressure. GCU still on this side. Illinois hasn't exactly found the clear that they need yet. That's around Sith right there. No Mention going to put that left rolling into GCU's corner. Might have a bit of possession. One jump in for Illinois right there. It's going to be Sith. Wow, what a 50. That's a hard play to make, especially off the read shot right there. Froppy now back on his own backboard. Trying to keep this in the corner. Maybe around one. Going to have to take that 50 instead. Leave that for Nando to clear it out, but Sith gets that light touch back in. GCU's having a hard time pushing into this blue square, and now Sith with the shot opportunity. Nando, last second save, comes racing by to keep this lead for GCU. Might be a goal for them. Sith, though, keeps that out of his box.
Now it's last 10 seconds or so, Illinois State, what do you do to bring this one back? That's a solid little startup. CG along the bottom, Sith trying just the lightest of touches right here. Now we're going to have kind of a volleyball situation. Do not let this ball touch the ground. If you're Illinois State, solid pop, and now an even better clear, still keeping it up off the ground. That's centered, no CG, right across the middle here. Still can't let this ball hit the ground, still keeping it aerial, and no Mansion outside, down bottom, a shot right to the gut, but easily blocked away there from Froppy. No Mansion over. Yada yada, we can go down, around, and inside the rabbit hole on that one if we want to, talk about what could have been. Up to it, though, is Super Big Steve, as this is going to be decently centered, and nobody from Illinois State even tries to make an attempt. Okay.
It was a bit hard. It was in that corner, but definitely was an opportunity. I'm not sure why no one went there, but you know what? It's still 0-0. As long as you're not losing, it doesn't really matter what happened right there. And now on the 50, CG's going to have a bit of a possession up in the air. It's going to be Froppy. CG gets it under him. Sith takes that to the corner, past middle. Maybe no Mansions there. Tries to get around one, but Froppy's just sitting in the midfield looking for that hit. Makes that awkward for no Mansion. Illinois State a bit too far behind to really get this shot on net so far. GCU now pushing slowly towards Illinois' side, and that's going to be a clear easily for Sith back into the corner. GCU going back to the drawing board.
Yeah, getting much more physical with it as well. They have gone back to the drawing board. As you mentioned, they have gone forth and kind of changed up their game plan a lot. Now GCU getting in kind of the responsive version of that. A little back demo there is this is a lot of pressure. Illinois State created this offense off the back of a couple of demos and a lot of pressure. And it lasted for about 15-20 seconds. Now off the bottom, no Mansions, though, going to force this one left side. No harm, no foul. Nando tries for it. Easy takeaway there and win by the 50 by Sith. And Sith almost does it again. CG and Sith. Didn't even see CG behind Sith there.
They're just working in the night, working under the shadows right there. CG almost a close shot, but it's going to be a 50 with Super Big Steve. Good save coming out from GCU. That's a hit off the backboard. It's going to be immediate response from GCU, not wanting to keep that ball on that backboard. It's a very easy opportunity for Illinois to score if it's open. But now Super Big Steve gets demoed off the clear. CG gets that demo right there. No one's reading Nando, though, off the crossbar. Wow. Shot. No one on Illinois State even saw him.
Yeah, that's going to be a number 1 goal right there. Nando yet again showing up in the offense and defense, all 3 games of this so far. So, well, I mean, once again here, last game was 2-1, and you just saw like the theme just completely slow down. I'm unsurprised it took 2 minutes for either of these teams to go forth. And as I say that, Super Big Steve with the biggest defensive block, especially like through the fire and the flames right there. Timo was getting just demolished.
It was a strong opportunity for them. I'm not even sure how GCU was able to save that. I wouldn't have even been able to see it through that smoke screen right there off the demo, which kind of makes that demo even crazier to think about. You know, it was right in front of the net. Now GCU still has the lead right here. Maybe a pitch in the middle. Gonna be a shot for Nando. Immediate banger into the net. No one on Illinois right there. Be able to get that. He just gets it around No Mansion and then puts that into the middle. CG just caught off guard right there. And GCU 2-0 lead halfway through this game.
This is the biggest lead the GCU has had so far in this best-of-5 series. Now, folks, I want to remind you, 0-6 GCU right now, looking for their first win. Now, all of their losses outside of a Maryville sweep, 3-0, have come off the back of them taking at least a couple of maps. Again, not a bloodless victory. Nobody has scored against them inside of Maryville. Now, this is so what I'm saying is this is kind of like what's been on the docket. This is what you can expect from GCU, but it's so electrifying here for the last week of the regular season for NECC, for them to come out week 7 and take a W and play a little bit of spoiler. Illinois State University. This a little bit farther on point. That'd have been a goal all day long and twice on Sundays, but Froppy gets the block. Now it's going to be another series of shot attempts for Illinois State.
GCU, Froppy doesn't get that. I think it's going to be CG now. CG has all the time in the world that he needs. Maybe a double tap off the backboard. Shot opportunity for Sith. It's going to be way too far right. They're going to put that on net, and now GCU shoving it. This is back into Illinois' corner. This is going to be a bit awkward. Froppy keeping that up. Maybe a shot opportunity. No Mansion able to jump in time for that save. CG now up on the air dribble. Gets it around 1. No Mansion committing with him. Hopefully getting that 50. Wasn't able to actually get it. GCU still looking solid on defense. Haven't really let too much of the pressure get to them so far. Their rotations are looking concise. They're not looking panicky. They're just playing the game that they need to play. That's almost on net. Sith has an open net, though. And there's that caster's curse. As soon as I say that, oh, GCU's doing so good on defense, and they get scored on. I am so good at predicting the wrong plays.
Aren't we all? GCU, though, this is a Illinois State, this is a classic 60-second drill. You're down by 1. What do? You only have time for like 2 really extended offensive plays if you're going to be trading one across the middle for GCU and them getting a couple of offensive shots until you take away possession on a clear. Now, see how they work this one. Illinois State had a little bit of an opportunity, but I'm just, wow, okay. This ball gets lofted right in front of this goal. Nobody bites on it. Comes off of backboard, and then a really, really weird hit off the back of Super Big Steve. And this is just set up perfectly for Illinois State. There is no such thing as a 60-second drill anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's an awkward play from GCU. You know, I was bolstering up their defense, but no one had possession of that ball. Even though it was just a slow roller, you know, Super Big Steve wasn't able to get that catch. It passes out mid. Now GCU needs to work a little bit of magic here in order to get this game 3 for them. A little bit of a 50 in that corner. Froppy tries to get this over Sith. It's going to be another dead 50 in the middle. Now on the left wall, it's No Mansion. Has the opportunity. Tries to get around 150 with Nando. Goes rolling down. Froppy, a bit low boost, I believe, probably. Not able to get the strongest possession right now. Sith keeping this on the GCU side. CG up in the air, maybe over one, maybe an air dribble, leaves it for his teammate. His mansion there, yes he is! 2 seconds left on the clock. Illinois State takes back the lead right here with a beautiful offensive play coming out.
Nicely done. This is just set up perfectly by CG through a lot of oppression, a lot of pressure, and a lot of takeaway opportunities from the other team. Still takes it, and at 2 seconds, slate, excuse me, right? It is. See how this game goes if GCU is able to pull the rabbit out the hat one more time and push this to a game number 5. Actually, it is 5:57, so we might have to go to the other one. We're gonna get answers from our production staff about that one, folks.
Definitely, still great matchups coming your way after this one, so don't go anywhere after this game's over. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be over just yet. 4:34 left on the playing clock right now. GCU trying to be a bit more aggressive right here. They need to get that game 4 right now, or else they're gonna lose this series, go completely winless in their NECC adventure. And now Super Big Steve, great save off the shot from No Mansion. And now Roppy up on the possession. CG gets the 50 though on the possession again. Air dribble, flip reset over one, but Nando just gets that little pop off over the net, just around into the corner. And now a good possession coming out from Illinois State, but it's going to be Nando again. Low boost, but still making this save. Has been the powerhouse for GCU so far.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Nando's done everything in a bag of chips for his squad. Froppy has really shown up on the defensive, and Super Big Steve has done a great job of filling in the cracks, like everything in between. That is a fantastic pass right into the numbers of Sith. Sith going to tee off on this one and turn it into the first Illinois State University points. Look at this, just so perfect.
Oh,
just so perfect.
Confidence should be up there when you're on defense. That's crazy, right? Oh my goodness. It was a great play, great clear. You know, Illinois State did read that offensive pressure from GCU very, very well and saw that clear, but Sith still has, it's just the Iron Maiden over here just playing up the field. No care in the world right now. Confidence is spewing from Illinois State side right now. No Mansion on the flip reset and the air dribble. CG with the pad. That's going to be high, but it's going to be Super Big Steve with the save. Last second, GCU still looking for that goal. 3 minutes left on the clock. They do definitely have time. Super Big Steve, light touch to the midfield. It's going to be Sid with a 50. A bit of an unfortunate turn of events for GCU right here. Illinois State 2-0 lead.
Is it going to happen again if you're GCU, especially after a double commit on the defensive right there, Fiat? You have to be thinking about this. This has to be the question that is plaguing your thoughts. Like, is this going to happen again? Are we going to take a game, look really, really good in a game 3, give up the opportunity to put them back to a match point? And as I say that, the caster's curse is his head yet again. It's an easy kickoff win for GCU after they have shown like a really like definitive like 50-50 win percentage on kickoff so far. Like, there's nobody so far who's had like some massive kickoff advantage where they always gain possession at the end. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? If you're GCU, just take it and run with it. You know, you're just one goal down. Just need one more back, almost in the net, but it's gonna be a bit too far left. Super Big Steve was on that air dribble. Nando keeping him that pressured up. Was almost an open net, but that third man bit too far right, not ready for that center. Nando up on the possession. No Mansion instantly challenging that. That was actually a fake for Froppy. No Mansion still read that regardless. Sith, bit of an awkward place to be at. CG has to rush in there into the corner. Gets the clear, gonna be on the right side. GCU able to get one more touch, but it's gonna be mid. Back again. No Mansion putting his foot down, saying, nah, we're keeping a 2-goal lead this game. Beautiful shot just to read off the corner. Was he up already before that even bounced? That's crazy. This guy's a bit different right there for that one.
Fantastic read. He's looking to the future over here. 2 minutes 17 seconds stands between GCU and the end of their last series of this regular season. If they do not take it, what a fantastic lead in right there. Super Big Steve gets this one set up all day long from Nando.
Wow, this is a nice little touch. This isn't able to get back to it. No one else back on the Illinois side. It was an unfortunate rotation coming out from Illinois, but GCU responded very well, sending that second man to just shove that ball into the net. Exactly what they needed right here. 2 minutes left with only a 1-goal deficit in Illinois' favor. GCU still might have that opportunity. Super Big Steve looking for that now. Up on a little bit of a dribble, but CG able to catch that. Gets a bit too far away from Super Big Steve right now. Now Sith up on the sidewall looking for that 50. Might pinch out, but it's Nando now. Back on the shot. Close save coming out from No Mansion. Illinois State now stuck on the defensive side a little bit, trying to find that clear.
Nice pop-up here from Froppy to continue the GCU offense. 90 seconds to get one more. That's just to tie it up. These have been, what, one-score differences the last 2 games. Game 1, 4-2, so still not a big blowout either way. If that hit off the roof, oh, if that had just a little bit more oomph on it, and this hit off the roof, that would have been a fantastic angle on the back, and more CG right there with a fantastic defensive stop and block.
Ooh, I thought Super Big C was going to go for the Psycho right there off his own backboard. Just hits it. Just a small defensive touch into the corner. That's all that GCU needed in order to make sure that ball didn't go into the net. No Mansion with the double tap almost onto the backboard. Sith, high hit, might hit down. Froppy, a bit of an awkward touch. Gets the flip reset. Goes a bit left. Hard position for GCU right now, but they should come out unscathed, especially from that 50 with Nando. Then we beat by Sith. Sith maybe with the shot, almost a pinch to the ground. 2 go. It's going to be a bit confusing, but Super Big Steve makes that last second save. 35 seconds left on the clock. GCU looking for a massive opportunity right here. Froppy off the squishy, I think, and now he's going to be able to get that save. No Mansion keeping up that pressure, and crossbar down. 4-2. That might have just solidified Illinois' win.
Crossbar and down skis, folks. 24 seconds to go. Now, we're going to have our last scores coming at least at 24 seconds, 18 seconds, and 2 seconds in games where it really, really matters. This is a make it or break it moment for GCU. It is unlikely. I'll say it again. It is definitely possible.
CG up on the mid, keeping that close, just trying to play that clock down. Doesn't want to give GCU any opportunity right now or any space to get those 2 goals. It is definitely possible. CG with the pop-up in that corner, and that's going to end it. Illinois State University able to make their series 5-2 before going into the postseason. GCU unable to find regular season win, and a bit of, I wouldn't say triumphant, but a bit of an unfortunate loss for them.
Yeah. Again, man, Grand Canyon University has taken all of these teams in the NECC within their division to at least a non-sweep situation outside, of course, Maryville. Maryville great within their own right. Illinois State gonna finish out this series at 5-2, gonna finish out their